I have exciting news for you guys. Hi there, I'm Julie Turner, julieturner.ca, and I'm joking, not joking. I always have something exciting to tell you guys. I am here with the weekly reading today, and I'm looking forward to going through the cards with you guys. As always, before I came on camera, I shuffled the deck and 2 cards jumped out. Like they just jumped out before I even had a chance to think about it. And the first card is the 9 of Inspiration. So the 9 of Inspiration is all about setting boundaries. She's all about, like you can see, she is determined. She is walking with determination. She looks pretty awesome. She's got her crap together. And that is the 9 of Inspiration. It's like that one last stand. I'm sure you've seen this a million times before, and I've even mentioned it a couple times on videos. That cartoon where you got the gold miner and there's gold. You can see that there's gold and it's like this far away from him, but he stops. And that's where a lot of us are right now in our lives. I think we're feeling, you know, it's becoming wintertime in Canada and in the US, of course. And I think we're kind of feeling like a little bit dejected and a little bit like, oh my goodness, I'm so stuck in my life, and we've got this COVID thing still going on, and there's so much that we feel a little bit stuck with. But I'm here to tell you that you've got to take that one last stand. You've got to set boundaries and be really careful of being defensive. So this card speaks to having appropriate boundaries, and often I don't think that we know what that actually is. And so I was actually describing to a friend of mine earlier today how I realized that even myself, I have faltered in my boundaries. And you know, we're none of us are perfect, and we all need to continue to learn and grow. And I always talk about that. I am certainly not here telling you what to do. I'm here sharing and giving you some guidance whenever possible. So very recently in my life, I have like a classic case of me not keeping my boundaries. It was a situation where somebody was giving me something and I was uncomfortable with that gift for multiple different reasons, but I smiled and went, okay, thanks. You're not doing yourself or that other person a service by doing that. You need to have appropriate boundaries. I should have said, you know what? Even if I didn't know exactly how I was feeling or why I was feeling that way, my sentence could have been something like, I don't know why, but I'm just not comfortable with receiving this from you right now. I'm sorry. And then you could kind of continue that conversation, as opposed to me just being uncomfortable and the other person thinking that they're doing brilliantly and giving you this thing that you love. So appropriate boundaries. This is about continuing on your path, being strong, and actually getting what you need and want out of life. So the next card that jumped out was the World. I was so excited when I saw the World. So all you got to do, sounds simple, reach out to me, julieturner.ca, if you still don't quite get boundaries or aren't sure where you faltered in your boundaries, because it's a lot easier for somebody looking in to actually understand that. We'll just ignore her. She talks a lot. This is about completion. This is about success. This is about getting whatever you want. And what came up when I saw this card is, again, you know, maybe we have these situations in our life where we're feeling like we're not getting where we need to go, and we're feeling a little bit stuck, feeling like we're, you know, spinning our tires, spinning our wheels. But I want you to pause for just a moment, and I want you to think about what your 5-year-old self would think of the person that you are today. Take a moment and reflect on when you were 5 and you were hoping that you'd be, you know, a teacher, or you were hoping that you would be a mom, or whatever the case may be. We all had our dreams, right? We all had these things that we wanted. And without question, I've received and surpassed anything that 5-year-old me could ever have wanted. When I think about 5-year-old me looking at me now, 5-year-old me is going, hell yeah, look at you. So if you don't feel that way about yourself every day, allow 5-year-old you to look at you that way, because I guarantee you that 5-year-old you or 10-year-old you or wherever you want to go back to in your mind is like, you are awesome. I can't believe we did all the things that you've done. That's so great. So set those appropriate boundaries, but really live in appreciation of who you are already before you get this ultimate success, whatever that looks like. And by the way, that bar moves all the time, so you will get your success. And then you'll get another success, and then you'll get another success, because we always change what we need and want in life, and that's beautiful. I'm sure that you guys, some of you anyways, know the difference between growth mindset and fixed mindset. I'm super grateful that I have a growth mindset, and it's developed in our childhood, and you can change, if you've got a fixed mindset and you want to move on to a growth mindset, because you're like, yeah, I don't want to be frustrated with my life all the time. I want to be appreciative of every step of the journey. Again, something I can help you with, but just know that it's possible, whether I help you with it or you help yourself or you get somebody else's help. Ooh, who do we got? All right. I do love the cards. So these cards are my guidance cards. So I did the tarot cards for you, and now we're going to do a guidance card as to what is your guidance to get these things? What is your guidance to have those appropriate boundaries and to get the success that you're looking for? And what we got was the Arrow Master. So the Arrow Master speaks of focused intention, but not just focused intention, but releasing the attachment to whatever it is that you're looking for. So when you think of success, I think of success in a much more emotional way. Like, success to me is I want to feel amazing in my next relationship, or I want to feel like I've supported people in my business. Whatever the case may be, I don't look at it as I want to make a certain amount of money next week. But you can. It's up to you. Success is what it is to you. It doesn't matter what I feel. I'm just giving you an example. So have focused intention about what you want, but then let go of how you receive it and how long it takes. Because sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Suck it up. It's, life is the longest thing you're ever going to do. People always say life is short. Possibly, but it's also the longest thing you're ever going to do. So try not to forget that. Don't be so impatient. I'm really bad with patience. Half the time I do these videos just so I can replay them and go, oh, right, you need to think about that one. So focused intention. Oh, look at that card jumping out right away. Next question I'm asking is, what do we need to embody? What energy do we need to have? I'm just going to pick this up off the floor. So this is a good one. We haven't had this one in a long time, if ever, on this series of videos. This is the Medicine Woman. So the Medicine Woman speaks of the fact that we all have our own version of medicine or guidance or the ability to get what we need out of life. So we all have our intuition. And, when we think of Medicine Woman, think of the classic person, the seer, the one that you went to in the tribe, and you went there for everything. You went there because you were sick, you went there because you were sad, you went there because you were whatever the case may be, because you were confused. This person has divine knowing, and you are the Medicine Woman. You have divine knowing. You are probably ignoring it. When I work with a client, I get them to really understand where their intuition lives, how it works with them, like how it gives them messages, so that they know the difference between intuition and ego. And we all have intuition, and you can all be supported with that. If you have any questions around that, if you want to reach out to me, again, julieturner.ca, I'm going to say that 5 million times. I actually have begun to think that that's truly my name. Please reach out. I would love to support you in that. Now, to sum things up, don't give up. Please don't give up. Whatever it is, if it really is meant to be for you, don't give up. And that's another thing that your intuition can support you with. Sometimes we're going in the wrong direction. Off on a slightly different tangent here. I'll have people come to me and they'll be like, I'm procrastinating. I don't know why I won't move forward in this area, this area, this area. And then I get them to connect with their intuition, and I ask them, why are you not moving forward in these areas? And sometimes it's because you're not supposed to. Your intuition is like, because you don't want to be there. Often we set a goal because society shows us this. Often it's something we see on social media or in the media, or it's what our parents always taught us. And we just kind of run along in our little world where we don't actually pay attention to what we want and need, and we think we're still supposed to get these things. Sometimes when we're procrastinating, it's because you're not ever supposed to get that. You don't actually want it. Stop going in the wrong direction. But in general, don't give up before it's time. You will get the world. Have focused intention. You are the medicine woman. Thank you guys so much for listening today. I will see you next week with a reading. I will see you on nobstalk.ca throughout the week. I will also see you on Julie Turner Hypnotherapist on Facebook throughout the week. I love to do lives once in a while. I surprise myself with what I want to talk about. Thank you again. Have a great day, and I really, truly appreciate you. Please like, share, subscribe, whatever is appropriate for the platform you're seeing this on, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.